babes, listen. I think the biggest challenge of this Pluto in Aquarius time is going to be the fact that we are so kerfuffled up into one big giant rat's nest of reason and storylines and intertwining matrices of everything ever, that I think we're going to have a real reckoning with what information is. What information is can help us to deepen or further ascertain our humanity, or it can completely nullify it. I'm a big fan of channels. Go you. If you was like pulling down this 5D stuff, whatever it is you're tapping into and bringing into the world, that's good. Thank you. And I think that the bigger question around channeling or bringing in information, oftentimes where an individual's personality will step aside and a higher being will speak through that person's body or vessel. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be terrified of the stuff. Like, I've seen channels, physically change face shape with the arrival of an entity or spirit. And there is channeled experiences from individuals who are no longer incarnated, dead. There is channel from higher dimensions or different vibrational levels, and it's all valid. Yeah, it's all valid because, like I say, way above my pay grade to say what you're experiencing in your reality is true or not. I'll hear you out in your experience of reality, that's for sure. But whether it's real or what exactly it is, I can only make suggestions based on profiles and individuals I've known and what I know, right? And if I don't know it to be true, I can't say, you're wrong, this is false. I'll still say, okay. And this is an important inroad to experiences, in my opinion, of psychosis and awakening. In different doses, different influxes of the energy or the download can overwhelm or be controlled. I think it's like, it's really scary to lose your grip on shared reality. It's really scary to have a lot of stuff coming up from the subconscious, but often higher dimensional energy is doing exactly that. It's kicking up stuff. It's breaking your perception of connection to shared reality because it's clearing out. A lot of this stuff is lower vibrational stuff, clearing out so the channel can come through It's a natural part of psychological, spiritual growth. But at any point in time when this is happening, sure, it can feel like a lot. I think that there's some kind of like glamour around channel, right? Like you come across healers who channel, who easily call forth entities or energy or messages. And going along with, I'm not here to tell you whether it's true or not. All stories are true in my book. I am here to say, mind your own energy when this information is coming through for you. And this also connects to the Venus in Aries cycle starting. Shout out Venus Kazemi. It's March 22nd, new cycle of Venus and the heroine journey to the inner experience. Do you value the information that comes through in your body? Do you understand how to navigate the light of the inner flame, the fire, which is the Aries energy? Venus is super interesting in her cycles and her patterns, and the gates or the thresholds or the opportunities to step forward and never look back. So when becoming more acquainted with your own intuition, maybe eventually leading up to the channel experience, you have to be sure that your inner experience can hold the higher dimensional flow, the channel. Value it and not look at it as just psychosis, just some weird mental health shit. This information that's coming through in the channel can be incredibly valuable. And the experience is valuable too. I started off talking about Pluto and Aquarius and how we're really not one bit of information, or information isn't just like one-sided. We're networked. So I'll hopefully bring it back around here by saying I think one of the best things that can be done right now as part of your reflections and self-care practice, especially we're in between eclipses and everything ever with astrology and outer planets changing signs. This year, in generally, the collective energy is pretty intense. There's a lot to pull in and pull through. So while you're perceiving what is around you, you're also the channel or like the radio antenna to pull in, and maybe your channel matches someone else's channel, or maybe you're realizing that you can see across dimensions of time and space, lineage, ancestral heritage. Maybe your channel is just a series of visual impressions or impressions in your body. wherever this information is coming through, you're just the receiver. I wouldn't try to own that shit. Just be with it. Also, mind your boundaries. Because if you are an open receiver, if something doesn't feel good, if it doesn't bring forth a love vibration, if it can't be applied to the co-creating human matrix, to the greater good of all, I'd say boundaries up, babes. Know your inner experience, value your inner experience and sovereignty, High Venus and Aries. Know that you are here to have an individual human experience, but you're networked into the fields of information. And those fields can also be impressions coming from the earth, from the collective unconscious, from subtle social cues. A whole lot of information going on. Just wait till we get to Uranus and Gemini. I imagine this is on my mind because I had a great session with some folks that I absolutely love. They're kind of like a vibe check. And they says to me, girl, we ain't been able to feel you in a while. Well, I'm in California. They sure as heck aren't in California. They're a couple 100,000? Not 100,000. A couple hundred. Maybe 2,000 or so miles away. I said, wow, that's really interesting. And indeed, the past few months have been this energetic dust storm. Lots and lots and lots and lots of burning down to the ground and rebirthing for me as an individual. But these channels said they couldn't feel me. And they could have reached out, and I could have reached out sooner. And I think it's very interesting to know that experience of assessing someone else, of being able to feel them. I mean, think about it. Think about drama, right? You can't feel a person. The information fields are just like blinging on all fronts. You don't feel that person. You don't feel that soul. You feel the static, the chaos, the mud. But when you can come back to yourself, to ground, to remember to mind the signals coming from inside the house, aka the body, then the information and the channels can sort of level out. And some, look, what you got going on in your head, it's probably different than what you got going on around you, or same, similar, a mirror, a reflection. A lot of times it might not just be you. You might be picking up who knows what signals. Stay grounded, babes. Drink water. Eat cake.